Becoming more and more of a buyer's market here on Oahu. This is David Buck with Harcourts Island Real Estate, and I'm here to report the sales stats for February of 2022. And if you want to stick around towards the end, I'm going to give you some pointers on how to navigate this market if you are a buyer, or even for sellers to help get those properties under contract. So first off, we're going to dive into the single family home stats, and we're once again seeing a trend we've noticed for well over 6 months in that sales volume or numbers of transactions are down from a year ago. To be specific, they're down over 28%, 28.2%. In February of last year, there were 241 single family home sales on Oahu, and now this year there's just 173. We've also seen now for the second month in a row, the median sales price for homes dip below $1 million. So that's creating more opportunities for buyers. However, it's the largest year-over-year dip we've seen since back in the start of COVID. And that median sales price now in Oahu for a home is $987,000. A year ago in February of 22 is $1,125,000. So that's a 12.3% decrease in median sales price. And then we're also seeing a bump up in median days on market, which is another indicator of how long it's taking things to sell. A year ago, it was taking just 13 days to sell a house on Oahu, and that is up now over 261% to 47 days. Now, keep in mind, the National Association of Realtors says that 60 days on market or less is still a seller's market. So we're not quite there to technically call it a buyer's market, but we're trending that direction. So if you hold tight here, I'm going to throw up an infographic, and then we're going to jump into the condo sales. And once again, stick around towards the end. We'll talk about the strategies to help get those properties under contract. As we jump into the condo stats, the condo market hasn't slowed quite as bad as the single family home market. That might have to do with affordability, because keep in mind, several years back, condos were trailing homes, and now it's taking them a little bit longer to correct. So the numbers of transactions for condos were also down. It was down 33.1%. A year ago in February, there were 486 condo sales on Oahu. And this past month, we only saw 325. However, that median sales price is just down just very slightly at 3.4%. And that was going from $497,000 a year ago to $480,000 this year. We also saw an uptick in median days on market, but not quite as severe as the single family homes, in that it was up 100%. And that was going from 14 days on market to 28 days on market. Now, to jump into that point I talked about in the beginning, it is becoming more and more of a buyer's market. But if you're a buyer in the marketplace, yeah, absolutely, there's way more product to choose from. It is taking things a little bit longer to sell. However, sellers are, it's still taking a while for reality to set in. However, they also have to realize it's going to take things longer to sell. So one tool we've been seeing in some parts of the market is actually offering some seller credits to help buy down the interest rate of the buyer. So that becomes a win-win of the buyer. They can get into a property without a bidding war, hopefully. And then from the seller standpoint, it's another tool to help them get their property sold. Another exciting tool we have to help get your property sold is something that only Harcourts can offer, and that's our non-distressed auction platform. I'll put a little bit of information up after this, but if you want to check out harcourtsauctions.com, you can find out a little bit more there as well. So thanks for tuning in for February stats, and we'll be up again later this month with a local market update. Mahalo.